Welcome to Jerez de la Frontera, southern Spain, for the opening round of the FIM Supermoto World Championship S1GP. It's also the first round of the S2 European Championship as well. And it's a brand new circuit here for the series opener, the perfect way to start a brand new season. But will we see a new winner in S1, or will it be business as usual for the defending world champion, Thomas Scherer? Thomas Scherer and David Jimenez take us around this Jerez circuit. Short first down to turn one, and then through the left, opening out to the right hand side. Again, a short straight, hard on the brakes, making the 180 left just here. Another short straight, right as middle of the track before cutting the apex, drifting out just a little bit, and then through the chicane, and on the exit we're immediately into the off-road section, over that little rise and then into the tabletop before a choice of lines, hard to the outside or around the slick blue groove inside. Through that 180 right, through the left. See how hard and slippery it is already. Over another tabletop. Thomas Scherer showboating a little bit through there. Then we go right and then left. Important to stay on the race line through there. And then we drop back onto the asphalt. Through this right, all the way out to the tyres. Swinging through the next right-hander, then through the chicane. Left, right, left. A little bit tighter on the exit. Bit of a straight, and then hard on the brakes. One of the better passing zones on the racetrack, this 180. The slowest corner on the track as well. Another straight in the opposite direction takes us through this right-hander. Again, something of a double apex. Kissing the curb just there, then through the left, through here, then the right. Seems to go on forever, but as long as you keep your speed in check, we're okay. But then it's out of the final turn, and then wheelie down the start straight to complete the lap. Peter Vorlacek starts from pole. Alongside him on the front row, Milan Sitnianski and Diego Monticelli. Giovanni Busai heads up row 2 from Juan Lados and Lorenzo Promutico. Mixed conditions here today. The lights go out though. S2 race 2, and charging down into the turn 1, it's Peter Vorlacek with a whole shot from Milan Sitnianski. Everybody funneling through the next couple of corners, but already Vorlacek, Sitnianski, Diego Monticelli, Luca Siaglia, number 93 in 4th place, taking a look over his shoulder though as he comes out of that left-hand turn, and Giovanni Busai dives down the inside, gets himself into 4th place, and you can see a little bit of rain on our camera lenses as well. So conditions starting to change for the worse here for race 2. Back down the straight then, working their way towards us. Vorlacek still heading the way from Sitnianski and Monticelli on board here. Rain on the camera, you can see. As things starting to turn up there. Monticelli doing a great job in 3rd place, still going after the 121 of Sitnianski. Got to be careful though of Giovanni Busai, because Busai looked aggressive with that pass into this left-hander short while ago to get himself into that 4th place, but it's still Vorlacek leading the way. Busai right on the back of this train now in that 4th place. So Sitnianski and Diego Monticelli have to be careful. The rain just spitting enough, and remember, the circuit in the off-road part, slick, hard and blue groove. These Supermoto tyres, very, very slick as well, as the back end kicks out there from Giovanni Busai, coming out of that tight left in pursuit of the 68 Monticelli. Still hasn't found his way through though, but they are opening a big gap now, those first 4 riders. Still led out by Vorlacek back on board here. Oh, and a nice move down the inside there from Giovanni Busai. So he slips himself up into third place. Monticelli down to fourth, maybe just riding a little bit tentative, the Italian. Well, no one told Giovanni Busai on that TM that it was raining outside, that conditions were starting to deteriorate. Judging by the way he's riding, he's keen to go after Milan Sitnianski as well on the 121, just ahead of him. But Sitnianski doing a great job hanging on to that second place at the moment as they drop back down into that tight left-hander. Past the pit lane they go. Busai now second. So Busai, just in one of our blind spots there, Busai finds himself into second place. And there's a whole gaggle of riders down here, and is that, yeah, the 864 of John Stanbeck passing Joan Lados for ninth. Goes after Roman Kivers on the 96 and Lucas Iaglia as well, number 93, just ahead of him. But look at Busai up into second and going after the leader, 202, Peter Vorlacek. Vorlacek, the former European champion, of course. Winner from race one. Trying to make it two in a row here, but you see him just riding a little bit tentative. Well, there's Kevin Fagra, the Swede. He's up into third now, up to fourth. So Monticelli down to fifth, and again, Stanbeck up into seventh there. And we have a new leader. So Busai leads the way, Vorlacek second. Can he keep it up right here and win the second moto here? Well, he's taking a look back. Definitely got it under control. Look at the gap that he's got here, leading the way. Ah, Busai goes down, throws it down, loses the front, too much front brake. Can he keep it up? Well, he keeps the engine going. It's over his shoulder. Oh, and Vorlacek goes through. Drag race up into the right-hander. Oh, a bit of bar bagging action going on as well. And Busai just keeps it up and regains the lead. Well, the flag goes out, and Busai cruises over the line. Takes the win from Peter Vorlacek. Sitnianski comes home third. What a race that was. Overall classification then. Today, Milan Sitnianski was third, Giovanni Busai second, and Peter Vorlacek, though, the overall winner here today. The podium for the first time this year then at Jerez de la Frontera. The winner's trophy going to Peter Vorlacek. Giovanni Busai second overall, Milan Sitnianski third. Red plate goes to Vorlacek, the leader after round one. Let's hear what he has to say.
For the season, I feel quite comfortable. I get some age, of course. I will be 36 soon, so I'm not the youngest for the racing. But the friends over the winter time in Brazil, they give me good fun and new passions to ride again and to feel comfortable on the bike and to be happy on the racing. So I have to say a lot of thanks to Laszlo Piquet, Piquet Sport, Rafael Fonseca, and of course Roberto Garuzzi, because they helped me so much and I have good fun. That's why it functions. If I lost this fun, I lost the speed and then maybe I stop. But like this, I feel super happy, and that's only about you guys. So thank you very much.
A great day at the office then for Peter Vorlacek as he rounds out here the winner. Of course, the European Championship standings reflecting what happened today. Vorlacek, Busai, Sitnianski top three, Monticelli, and Kevin Fagra, your top five.
This is my first year in Supermoto World Championship. I'm very happy to take this opportunity. And my goal for this year is learning of the best riders of the world. The last year I finished in the top 5 in the European Supermoto. This is my 12th year with the Suzuki Ground Racing. I'm very happy with the team and my mechanics. I worked very hard this winter to do the first race on the better conditions. And my goals for this year is learning of the best riders of the world. And I agreement of the partners on my team for the sponsorship for this year, but then I will be ride the best I can in the Supermoto World Championship.
In time practice, Pavel Kamar edged out Thomas Scherer by 0.2 of a second, with Lucas Holbacher third, Jimenez fourth, and Mark Renner-Schmidt and Sarah Kingelin sixth. They made it to Super Chrono, and it was Thomas Scherer who was back on top. So the front row looks like this: Thomas Scherer, Pavel Kamar, Mark Renner-Schmidt, Lucas Holbacher, David Jimenez, and Sarah Kingelin. Weather conditions not great, but it is dry for the moment. Lights go out. S1GP Race 1, the first race of 2016. Scherer takes a look over his shoulder. And drama already as Lucas Holbacher crashes out of turn 1 as caught by our onboard camera there from David Jimenez. So Holbacher picks himself up, rejoins the race, but it's Scherer leading the way from the 71 of Pavel Kamar. Looks like it's Sarah Kingelin, number 11 in third. Mark Renner-Schmidt on the blue TM, the 41 in fourth. Then the Suzuki here of David Jimenez. He's in fifth place. Hard and slick. Look at the clouds moving in as well. Both riders ahead of him, just losing the front end through that left-hander. Thomas Scherer leads the way. Kamar second. And Renner-Schmidt looking menacing. Will he charge down the inside? Whoa, almost into the rear wheel of Sarah Kingelin as he tries to go through into third place. Scherer with his head down early on the number 4 factory TM rider, trying to open up a nice lead while conditions are dry. Past the mechanics area they go. On board here with Jimenez in fifth place. Kingelin just ahead of him. Or is that Mark Renner-Schmidt? Still Schmidt. Scherer and Kamar starting to pull clear. Then Kingelin, then Schmidt, then Jimenez. So third, fourth, fifth, pretty much locked together. Wringing every ounce of power out of that TM, and again a move down the inside. This time he makes it work. So Renner-Schmidt goes into third. Kingelin now fourth. Jimenez still there in fifth place. Crews urging their riders on. A little bit further back, Marius Lita, 115 in fifth. Even Romero sixth. Jose Luis Hernandez seventh. And Jimenez down in 8th place, just in front of Holbacher. So Jimenez there, 21, just at the back of this shot. Obviously making a mistake, falling from 5th. And he's right into the clutches of the 72 Holbacher, who fell at turn 1, remember. Romero around the outside, down the inside of Lita. Will he make it stick? Well, I'm sure there was a touch there. But Romero, all of a sudden then, up into 5th place. Lita 6th. Hernandez, 14, is in 7th place. Just ahead of the guy here who we're on board with, David Jimenez. And will he, hear him get on the gas there. It was all or nothing, and he made the pass stick. And Lita takes a look behind, thinks it's the leaders possibly coming through. He got spooked there. And Jimenez finds himself in 6th all of a sudden, going after Romero, the number 64. Holbacher still struggling to find his way past the 115 of Lita, but not for much longer as he barges his way down the inside. Gets himself up into 7th place. Thomas Scherer, a comfortable advantage now then, as he leads away. Back on board though here with Jimenez. behind Romero, and that'll be an easy pass down the inside. Takes the line away from the 64. Gets himself up in the 5th place. So Jimenez, 21 in 5th, Romero 6, Holbacher in 7th, looking for a way through. Has to pull out of the challenge though. Does the number 72, Husqvarna rider. He's found his way through now though, over on the far side of the circuit. So Holbacher now 6th, Romero 64 gets pushed back to 7th place. David Jimenez has a bit of a gap, but Holbacher looking menacing. Pavel Kamar in 2nd. Oh, Mark Rayner-Schmidt down the inside. Oh, pulled a stoppie, ran wide, almost into the back of Kamar as he challenged for 2nd place. Back on board here with Jimenez. And he got, oh yeah, Holbacher down the inside. So Holbacher all of a sudden then gets himself into 5th place as our onboard camera of Jimenez gets pushed back to 6th, but this battle here for 2nd, Kamar, the 71, and Mark Rayner-Schmidt, the 41 on the blue TM. 2nd and 3rd as they enter the dirt section. Is it going to be a move down the inside? Well, no, he gets the door shut in his face there. Does Mark Rayner-Schmidt. Surely down the end of this straight here. He's tried a couple times, he's made a pass before, and this time it's successful. Oh, back ends almost simultaneously kicking out from both Rayner-Schmidt and Pavel Kamar. Schmidt now though in 2nd though. Kamar 71 in 3rd at the halfway point. Here's Mark Rayner-Schmidt in 2nd, already putting some distance then between himself and Pavel Kamar, the 71, in 3rd place. So good start to the 2016 season in S1GP for the 2015 S2 European champion Mark Rayner-Schmidt, but Pavel Kamar not having an answer for him in the second half of this first race. But he will be picking up decent points though. Here's Aseri Kingelin on the fast wheels of Aprilia, the number 11 in 4th place. So again, a lonely ride in 4th, but that's going to be 18 World Championship points. But Thomas Scherer though, on the factory TM, out on his own on the final lap, relatively unchallenged. Thomas Scherer will be looking to pick up 25 points here in S1 Race 1. Exits the final corner. Thomas Scherer takes the checkered flag for the first time in 2016. He wins Race 1. Mark Rayner-Schmidt will come home in 2nd, and Pavel Kamar 3rd. And the results then for Race 1 here at Jerez look like this. Scherer, Schmidt, Kamar, Kingelin, and Holbacher, your top 5. A little bit of rain before the start of race 2, but the lights go out. Thomas Scherer took a nervous look over his shoulder and makes it to the first corner just ahead of the 71 of Pavel Kamar. Mark Rayner-Schmidt there, number 41 in 3rd, but trying to make his way around the outside in these tricky conditions on the opening lap. It's a 72 of Lucas Holbacher. Kingelin there in 5th. Oh, and Mark Rayner-Schmidt wasting no time going past Kamar to get himself into 2nd. So Kingelin there, 11 in 5th place. Jimenez in 6th, the Spaniard on the Team Grau Suzuki. Thomas Scherer leads the way though, nice and gingerly into that corner. Look at the water laying on the track as everybody comes through. Jimenez down the inside of Kingelin, gets himself up into 5th place. So a nice bit of riding there from the Spaniard. There he is, 21. Kingelin there next, then Lita on the 115 just behind him. But Scherer, Schmidt, Holbacher, Kamar, sun's starting to come out now. But I don't think it's warm enough. Only been hovering around about 15, 16 degrees all weekend. Not exactly warm enough to dry the track out completely. It's a slight problem there for Mark Rayner-Schmidt, just kicking his right foot off the foot peg. Maybe just got a little bit of dirt on there and just struggling for traction, but He's now finding himself going after Thomas Scherer here. Trying to go for the lead. Lita. And Hernandez. Looking at making it down into this bottom corner here. So Hernandez on the 14. These two fighting over 7th and 8th place. And Lita just putting a little bit of distance between himself and Hernandez there. So a mistake in the off-road section for the number 14. Here's Kmart. He's in 4th. He's got the 11 of Kingerlin all over the back of him though on that Aprilia in 5th place. Thomas Scherer and Mark Rayner-Schmidt. And just in the background, Lucas Holbacher. So nothing in it between the first three in the early stages of this race. Then a gap. Then we've got Kmart and Kingerlin fighting over 4th position. They're having a great battle here, aren't they? Neither of these two want to push too hard. See the water laying on the infield. That's how much of a downpour we had right before the start of this race. Oh, Kingerlin looking very, very interested. Kmart doing a great job, riding a very wide machine, preventing Kingerlin from going through, but Thomas Scherer leading the way. Still nothing between him, Schmidt, and Holbacher at the head of the field. The gap pretty much equal between first and second and third. But Scherer will know all too well from his pit crew that 41, Mark Rayner-Schmidt, last year's S2 European champion, is closing in. And remember, if he was to win this race, that would be a tie on points with Thomas Scherer. They'll go 1-2. And Rayner-Schmidt could find himself winning at the very first attempt here. Well, he's found his way onto the rear wheel of Scherer and looking to charge down the inside. Scherer knows he's there, takes a look over as well. Still tries to muscle his way around the outside, but Schmidt up into the lead then, leading a race in his rookie season on his debut in S1GP. Thomas Scherer, has he got anything for him? Look how close Lucas Holbacher is. Mechanics urging them on. Mark Rayner-Schmidt, how cool is this kid under pressure? Does he have nerves of steel? Thomas Scherer looking to get on the gas. Oh, he just disappears out of sight. Will he make a move down the inside? Yes, he does. So Thomas Scherer then leading the way. So that lead only lasting a lap. And already starting to break clear of the 41. Mark Rayner-Schmidt and Holbacher making a move down the inside. Oh, it's slippery down there. They almost touch. How he didn't go down there, all I can say is maybe the bank, the berm to the outside, had a lot to do with it. Oh, he has gone through though. So Holbacher then into second, Mark Rayner-Schmidt third, and Thomas Scherer getting away at the front. Rayner-Schmidt, well, he played his hand a little bit too early, possibly. There's Kmart, having a lonely ride in 4th. And we've lost Siri Kingerlin. So Kingerlin out of the race. So Kmart all on his own then. There's Jimenez. He's in 5th. Thomas Scherer though starts his final lap. The number 4 looking at making it a perfect start to his 2016 campaign. The defending champion. Didn't panic when Rayner-Schmidt came by him. Responded immediately and bounced back. He's not looked back since. Checker flag goes out though, and it is a perfect day for Thomas Scherer. Holbacher will come over the line in second, and Mark Rayner-Schmidt will have to be content with third despite leading the race. So the classification then: Thomas Scherer, your race winner. Holbacher second, Schmidt third, Kmart and Jimenez inside the top 5 at his home race. Podium then. Third overall this weekend, Lucas Holbacher. Second overall for Mark Rayner-Schmidt, and your overall winner for the first time in 2016, Thomas Scherer. Of course, trophies being dished out. Lucas Holbacher there on the right, third overall. Second for Mark Rayner-Schmidt. Remember, last year's S2 European champion on the podium for the first time then. No wonder he looked happy. He led a lap as well, don't forget. But your overall winner, Thomas Charette. 2 wins out of 2, 50 points in the bag for the Frenchman. So the red plate, Jan-Erik Salkvist, the FIM delegate from Sweden, on hand to deliver the red plate, the championship leader's red plate, to Thomas Charette here at Jerez de la Frontera. Great day for these three.
Perfect weekend for me. I won the 2 races today. I take the pole position yesterday, so it's perfect. I have the red plate and it's perfect. I want to thank all my team, all my family, all my friends, and see you next race.
So, great start for Thomas Charette, but he also leads the championship after the first round ahead of Mark Rayner-Schmidt and Lucas Holbacher. Manufacturer standings, TM, Husqvarna, KTM, Aprilia and Suzuki after this first round. Well, that's it from Spain. Join us next time when we go to Comunidad Valenciana at Albaida. See you next time. Bye for now.